Hello everybody and welcome back. It is time to get our next match underway, and Matt, it is a spicy one. It is going to be the winners finals to figure out who's going to make it all the way to the grands and face off against the winner of that elimination finals. It's going to be a good one. We've got a nice match. We got SIUE Cougars going up against the University of Michigan, who, by the way, won in a Game 5 Round 11 to make it here. So we'll see if their efforts hold strong.
Yeah, and not only did they do that, but they beat their arch rivals in doing so. And then also on the other side, SIUE, big run through here, 3-1ing Illinois and 3-1ing St. Clair Saints. Big way to get here.
Yeah, super great stuff. But I do have something else I want to shout out. LAN is actually...
Actually at this one in person, so always good to work with them and work with Game Arena, so shouts out them as well for putting on an amazing event. But let's get down to business. All right, we are heading to the maps and modes. First up, Embassy Hardpoint, Fortress S&D, Asilo Control, and then if we get there, which I hope we do, Hydroelectric. I thought it had gotten taken out of the pool. We haven't seen it all weekend. Finally somebody wants to play it, and then following it up at the very end with Asilo S&D if we get there. University of Michigan, Southern Illinois University Cougars. This is going to be a great matchup. Winners finals. The winner moving on to the grand finals. The loser will face the winner of St. Clair Saints and Newberry Esports. Our final four of this March Madness. Let's get it on here at Championship Sunday.
I mean, Newberry as well, right? Like a team that could make a run. We'll see if they do it. But first and foremost, it's time for winners finals. And Assassin already kicking things off on the backside with favorable spawns for the University of Michigan. And I gotta say, the red and blue in the feed is really nice to see after a red matchup that we had last time. Love the contrast. Gonna be super cool. As University of Michigan, they look to lock this one down. 36 seconds on the hill, time ticking in their favor. As the Cougars, they look to play for the spots.
Lord Memory just turns slow-mo into a memory himself right there. The 180 turnaround. As we continue, slow-mo goes down to Lord Memory again. I mean, he is getting owned by Memory right now. University of Michigan not gaining a lot of time off of this P1, but remember, it is those P2 spawns that matter so much. And if you look right here, Assassin has been locking these down as Blaine continues to fry here early in this matchup.
So far, so good. Cougars, good time there over on P1. Now all about that rotation to P2, and Blaine making sure that Cougars are going to have a tough time making it towards the hill. Can see the cutoffs that he's playing are so influential. Meanwhile, though, on the hill, the break comes through the Cougars. They got in there for a second. University of Michigan, of course, they have the crutch. They have the back spawn. They get back in. Now Anchor trying to find his way forward quickly. Denied entry. But D-Day playing for the backside. Going to try to spoil the efforts that Michigan have had on the hill as D-Day towards the backside. Making sure to find some of these kills. Gets taken down. Still Michigan holding strong.
Lord Memory is frying right now, man. I feel like every time we see him in a gunfight, he is absolutely moving. And this is going to be big country here. On the next hill, he's going to go ahead and try to lock down this P3 rotation. 8 seconds to scrap. Gonna go the way of the University of Michigan. With Merc with a 2-piece right here. Assassin on one in big country as well. D-Day, the only thing that stands between Michigan and having this P3 chain from P2 would be an incredible performance if they could do that. Assassin does take out D-Day, and now that'll be Michigan control on the hill. 3 dead, make it 4 dead. Lord Memory on a 5 spree as well. On the 6 now. Cruise missile secured. Hill time secured. Michigan looking good.
So far, so good for Michigan as the time continues to go in their favor here on P3. Top AC all theirs as Anchor looks to find his way up. going to be a big gunfight. Able to find the first, no snap onto the second, but Big Country able to line things up for himself. As the Cougars, they look to find their way back into the hill. Slow-mo here, a big gunfight win. 19 seconds to go. Now we already got to start thinking about the rotations over towards P4, though. Anchor trying to do exactly as his name suggests. Anchor those spawns, find a way to get on it.
Yeah, and the Cougars take the last bit of scrap there and already trying to lock down these spawns over towards this P4, but D-Day is about to meet a few here. He does get one. How many more can he find right here? Another one goes down, and another one goes down as well. Merc, the only one left up to do something. Merc and Assassin, though, go absolutely nuclear here on this point, taking out almost everyone from Southern Illinois. One more person up. Key goes down, and that is Michigan controlling this point once again. Excellent stuff out of the Wolverines.
A big run. Now the Cougars trying to find something here. They look to break onto the hill. Slow-mo, the first one in. He finds two. It's going to be one more on the point. Going to end up moving his way back out over towards Flower Side. Number 7, of course, to take care of him. That should be the scrap time for the Cougars. And that is big scrap time. That is a massive 20 to add on to their name. As now it's going to be a very close game once more as we head over towards P5. It's going to be Michigan here set up and ready to go. Number 4 on the hill, but Cougars, of course, trying to find their entry point. Got to play it careful, got to play it slow, and ramp up that speed as you look to make that approach. It's going to be Slow-mo with the first opening kill. Now trying to find his way on forward. It's going to be 92-81, the time ticking for Michigan. I love the door usage there out of Blame. He's able to go big, but the front side, it crumbles, and Cougars, they find their way in.
They do find their way in. This is a big opportunity for them to take the lead here and really extend it as well. This kitchen can be such a money hill. 96-95 right now. 3 members of the point on here. Nades are flying everywhere, and Southern Illinois has snatched this lead right from underneath the University of Michigan. This is such a big play here. Blame trying to come up, get one. Can he find the second here? Here come the teammates in, and he gets one as well to follow up. That'll be Michigan back on the point. 15 seconds left. Could take the lead away as we hit this second set of rotations. Got to start thinking about P1, and you got to start already thinking about those P2 spawns and rotations.
University of Michigan. Good scrap time. P1, though, is going to be popped, and you are right next to it. You can get some of that early time here. We'll see if the Cougars are going to line something up to try to thwart their efforts to do so, as D-Day looks to lurk towards the top side. Take care of Paper, and things are going to get a lot easier for you. Anchor as well. Bathroom right now, key position. Looking to find one on the point, but Merc holding that cutoff, going to make it a bit harder. Now 37 seconds left on P1, and the Cougars, they find their way on, and they also find the red in the kill feed to keep things going strong for them. University of Michigan trying to make the push, trying to make the efforts to get something going here, but still finding difficulty to get that P1 time. And now it's all going to be eyes on P2. Can you lock down those spawns? Number 3, trying to find a way to get that push onto the remaining scrap time of P1, but still, look at the backside. The rest of University of Michigan, they're here. They have those spawns locked in. Number 7 versus number 1, a big gunfight coming up. You win this one if you're the Cougars, and maybe it's going to be that much easier to try to get that lead back.
And they're trying right now. And it's such a competitive game. This has been one of the best we've seen all day long. And we'll just have to see which one of these teams really wants it more here in the end. Michigan now about to lose that lead for the first time. And there it is, the lead change in for Southern Illinois. Very big opportunity for them here to hopefully accrue some time. Lord Memory, though, throws a cruise missile in. That's 3 dead. Michigan wants to fight for this 30 seconds. They want to take the lead here, as they already do have spawns and rotations for P3 side. D-Day trying to come on in. That's already going to be another kill. Big Country taking one down. The scrap time will go the way of the Cougars, but a beautiful play for Michigan right there to keep it scrappy, keep the lead very tight. The Cougars will not be able to take a very strong lead here heading into P3, which will already be controlled by the Wolverines.
So far, University of Michigan making sure to keep this one close. That's going to be the new hill pop going in their favor. You got a full 60 here. It's going to be that much harder for the Cougars to try to inch up on that score line. Slow-mo trying to find his way at the top. I think he knows the players here. Good shoulder, good chow out. Assassin takes them both down. That's going to be good cat coverage for Assassin. as D-Day next up to the batting plate, trying to find his way forward. But Assassin, he's not going to let up, going to make sure that he bars them any kind of entry. No, not that time around. D-Day making the approach, but still, first 30 going for Michigan here on P3.
Yeah, and a really good play. I love this from Blame. My Lord Memory. I love those plays right there. Hops off the point, tries to make him lose track of where he is. Gets the 2-piece right there, puts himself on a 5 streak. Merc as well on a 4 right here. Multiple opportunities for the University of Michigan to secure cruise missiles here. Merc now on a 5 spree as well. Both Lord Memory and Merc only needing a kill each to get these cruise missiles, but right now it is the Cougars who are accumulating the time. 185, 153 right now. Blame does go down. Both players probably playing streaks right here. Merc's got his streak. Now Lord Memory looking to secure his. He does get taken off of that, but that's still one in the back pocket for Michigan to use. But so far, I will say, Epiphany, the time is going the way of the SIUE. And right now, Michigan finding a way to break on in.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at 26 and 16 on a Merc. That is not a KD to ignore. He's been putting in the work for this Michigan squad. But right now, the Cougars, they're the ones holding the hill. Blame trying to find his way in. A beautiful kill for the first. But the trades, they have to be sound, and they are just simply not. Merc gonna drop there, as this is still such a close game. Those 12 gonna go in the favor of the Cougars. University of Michigan, though, already over towards P5, trying to lock this one down. Big country trying to organize how to lock down that front side, how to maybe make a push over towards the left, find some kind of angle, some gap in the defense. But Merc continuously frying, tearing them apart. This is a good hold here on this hill. If you play it well, it can be one of the hardest hills to break, but if you don't, well, then Cougars can have a field day if they find the kills. But so far, University of Michigan, they've been doing a pretty good job. As I say that, though, a few kills come through. Assassin there for the defense,
goodness.
But Merc now looking to find his way in. No dice on the gunfights. Cougars, they're into the hill.
Red, blue in the kill feed. Even a team kill thrown in there a little bit. The Cougars in the hill and now in the lead. 2:03 and counting. Vacant hill time. Assassin gonna try to look to do some work from the backside here, but nothing that he can see right here. All these players just tucked away in corners. One does go to the Baznev now. Here he comes. Assassin in. Gets one. Not the second, but his teammate does get the trade. And the last 10 seconds of scrap go the way of Michigan, which does mean that they will be almost tied. Only about 2 or 3 seconds separating these two teams, heading into P1 on our second set of rotations here. This has been such a tight and contested game. Who wants this more? It could be done on P1 for both of these teams right now.
This one is stretching thin right now as the Cougars, they look to lock this one down. So far, so good on P1. You can do it here, but is it going to be enough? Are you going to play the scrappy P1 for the win, or are you just going to commit to the P2 rotation? And well, as I say scrappy, of course, Michigan able to break on in, possibly get the last few seconds here. If you're able to get enough time, you could be pretty solid going in towards P2 on this next set. As number 5 towards that backside, that's going to be Big Country looking to lock things down. It gets taken apart, though. A team stun kill comes through for the side of University of Michigan. And I think that's going to allow Cougars to still hold on to those spawns in the back. They're looking to lock this one down, but no, Michigan, they find their way forward once more. They get back in. They're looking to find the gunfights now too, of course, as the Cougars, they got to break from the front side. And so far, that has been a difficult task. You only need a few more points, though, to lock this game one down. But University of Michigan, if they continue with this good hold, they can end it right here as well.
Yeah, they're trying to win it, and they're finding the kills. The kill feed's just lighting up blue right here. Slow-mo doing what he can, just trying to play his life. 2:32 and counting now. Michigan and SIU can win it right here. Plays going everywhere. That's Blame on a 5 spree. 36 and 22 at a Merc right now. This game is going crazy. It's 2:42. Oh my goodness, there's not counting. 20 seconds left. Can they do it? Michigan, they only need 3 seconds left. 2 and 1. That's it. Michigan with a perfect P2 hold to pull off the comeback and upset them. SIU, such a tough way to lose, but Michigan comes roaring back and steals that one right from underneath the Cougars.
And that one was so well played by the side of Michigan. You can see exactly what they did. They made sure to keep those spawns on lock the entirety of that P1. They just contested for enough time to where the Cougars could not take that game away, and instead opted for that P2 rotation, which allowed them to get a solid lock on that one. They pushed out, they found the kills, they won their gunfights, and they played by the books, and that's what got them that win. A close game. These two teams both want that grand finals appearance so bad, as now we head into Fortress S&D. Welcome to the blender.
I mean, you know that these teams want it so bad, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they've played all day long and now could secure their spot right away in the grand finals. One more series and you're there. You get the $2,000. You get the trophy. On the other side, though, you know, that loser's bracket just emanating, right? You know it's sitting there in the back of your mind. You know that St. Clair Saints and Newberry are waiting to face one of you right here. And It's such a close matchup there. I wrote it down right here. Through the first set of rotations, 116 to 111 going the way of Michigan. 5 seconds separate them. Through our next set of rotations heading into that P1, 210 to 214 going the side of the Cougars. 4 seconds separating them. Now, through 10 hardpoint hills, we have 4 seconds of separation. Then all of a sudden, 243 to 218, Michigan finds themselves down. When that P2 pops, they do not give up a second. They garner all of the time there, 32 straight seconds on that hill to win it 250, 243. That is one of the best hardpoint maps you will ever see. I mean, that could not have been closer. They were close the whole way. No lead was safe. It seemed like every time you thought somebody was going to get scrapped, it immediately got taken away. What a first map for our winners finals, and both these teams just showed you why they're here.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the way that one was played overall. By the books for both of these teams, they played that so well, which makes me think that we could truly go so far in this series. We'll have to see what happens. And also, I'm scared for the team that loses this, because they might have to play Newberry, who we know have been completely on fire. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, if you drop down to play Newberry, it might be a rough game for you. But still, both of them also look like they're playing very good. So could be really close. But nonetheless, we'll make sure to keep you guys updated, of course, with that St. Clair Newberry game. I believe we're actually just casting that. I think we're just going to look at that after. So that'll be how we discover who the loser of this is going to play. But I mean, I feel like this one's coming down to the wire, Matt.
It really is, man, and this is such a phenomenal tournament. I mean, we said it, you know, off cast. We this is really almost a March Madness type of bracket. If we pull it up here, I mean, I don't think that anybody could have predicted what was going to happen in this bracket. I mean, St. Clair Saints obviously this morning losing to the Southern Illinois Cougars, and I mean that was the matchup that obviously shook up the bracket, right? They dropping down into the losers bracket, I think threw everyone off. You have Newberry Esports, who then upsets 2 top 25 teams. You heard him say it. Heard KB. They're not currently ranked in the top 25, but I think after this weekend, a lot of people are going to have to look at this Newberry roster and really determine whether they should be in the top 25. They have already knocked off the number 18 team, the number 21 team, and if they can go in and knock off the St. Clair Saints, who sit right now at number 6, that's a top 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to put them in there, right? If they're knocking off the number 21 team, the number 18 team, the number 6 team, they might even be a top 10 team. I mean, those schedule has been harder than that. This losers bracket run has been insane. All ranked opponents in the CCL top 25 throughout this losers bracket, and they just continue to do it. So not enough can be said about Newberry. And then our last Final Four is the St. Clair Saints, dominant coming into this. We obviously slated to win the entire tournament, now finding themselves dropped into the losers bracket. What can you say about them right now? What has to be going through their minds as they're looking to face a very hot Newberry team?
I mean, I think right now it's back to the fundamentals. What did you do yesterday? What got you that many wins? What keeps you in the CCL overall as such a dominant team? So what are you going to do to stay in that department? Fundamentals. Because when you play a hot team, you can try to match that heat. You can try to change something up, do something different. But in the end, that could just screw you over. So I think at this point, Newberry, it's going to be a tough opponent. It's going to be a great matchup, in my opinion. I'm really, really excited for that one. But, you know, nonetheless, I think that they are a team that has the potential also to shut down a very hot team in the losers bracket. I think either way this one goes, whatever team loses this current match and drops down is definitely going to have to play a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and but to be honest, both of these two teams in our winners finals forces to be reckoned with as well. I know that we slated St. Clair to be here today in this winners finals, but I mean they're still in the tournament nonetheless. But talking about the Southern Illinois Cougars, you know, they do drop that first map to Michigan, but nothing to be a force to be reckoned with in their own right. You know, number 11 in the CCL right now, a beautiful performance yesterday throughout pool play. They went they went 2-1 through pools, and then today, you know, obviously they 3-1 Illinois and 3-1 St. Clair. So two very, very good wins for the side of Southern Illinois. I mean, they have been playing out of their minds today throughout this bracket, and although they do lose that first map to Michigan, this is still a very, very good series, man. 7 seconds, 250 to 243 separated those two teams right there in one of the best hardpoint maps I've ever seen. If this series is anything like that first map, we are in for a banger.
Yeah, we are. I mean, when you look at the way that hardpoint played out, it was just so close. And I know we mentioned it before, but both teams playing it so well. It was literally just an amazing, amazing matchup. And I am now being informed that actually, yes, so we aren't going to be watching that matchup specifically between St. Clair and Newberry. St. Clair, they do take map number 1 is what I am being told. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be hardpoint going for them. Newberry, we'll see if they can rebound in the search and destroy, but nonetheless, I'm definitely curious to tune in with that matchup and kind of see what is going on with that one. We'll keep you guys updated as we can, but back into the current match we go. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I think when it comes to the search and destroy, it might just be another very close one, round 11 possibly. We'll see if Michigan is going to find a way to get one on the board here and find a way to get the next one. Maybe go up 2-0, but if the Cougars are able to tie it up 1-1, then I mean, game 5 maybe is just maybe just what you can write on the cards off the bat. Yeah,
man, and just going from that last game, and we saw how bad Michigan's backs were up against the wall there, down 243-218, and the way that they come back and just hold true. This Michigan team has so much ice, man. They have been in some crazy situations, even going earlier to their map 5 round 11 game. Oh, Merc with some good shots against their rival Ohio State. But getting into this one, there's some action going on. We're missing D-Day taking out Merc there with a beautiful snipe, and Epiphany already into a 3v3.
Well, 3v3 off the bat as D-Day looks to make something happen with the pistol question mark. We'll see. As Blame as well towards the top side, trying to find something of his own. University of Michigan just looking to keep the solid defense up. Anchor as well, maybe trying to find top rails. D-Day with that bomb in hand, though, going to get that plant going over towards that A site. Maybe that peek through open by Assassin going to be just enough, not quite. It's going to be University of Michigan now having to work with the retake, and these players just going to sit in the back.
Yeah, and right now, still into that 3v3. Nothing happening right now, but Blame trying to come through with the Deddy. He does get one, not the second. Now all on to Big Country. Oh, what a spot out of Big Country. Sitting in the corner. And now all on to Assassin here in the 1v2. Not going to happen for him. And the Southern Illinois Cougars is going to take round 1 here against Michigan. And, you know, talking with the Michigan players earlier, they did feel very, very confident in their S&D abilities. Obviously showing some ice in that last series against Ohio State. And now trying to continue that success here against the Cougars, but Epiphany, a good first round for Southern Illinois nonetheless.
Southern Illinois, we'll see what they can do to line up for the next one, possibly. University of Michigan, though, definitely an opportunity to rebound on the attack here. D-Day with that sniper in hand, looking to occupy that topside window. Anybody peeks, they are going to be given a clean shave. As at this point, I mean, right now, all about finding that information. It can be so difficult to attack that site. See what Anchor does. Lord Memory with that bomb in hand, just kind of feeling things out. I think both teams just kind of playing for information right now, Matt. We'll see what they do, but Merc, this is a good position to be in. You just keep your eyes on open. Both teams just waiting for that first mistake to come through.
Yeah, and this is kind of Michigan's game, right? We saw it on that Hotel S&D, how they play very, very slow. They like to take full control, make sure they've looked at every single corner so they know exactly how to play the retake defense situation here after the bomb is planted. And the retake from the Cougars is going to come in, but Michigan, let's see how they've set up defensively to deal with this. Beautiful trades there. Blame gets both of them. Now the info on the other two as well. Blame looking for the ace in this round. This would be a huge comeback round after losing the first one. Blame, bad timing for him, gets taken out, but Lord Memory with a beautiful trade. Traded back as well by D-Day Sniper. Now the info, 11 seconds left, and all they'll have to do is play their lives and check the bomb. No time left to defuse, and the University of Michigan will tie this thing up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, at University of Michigan, I think that this is kind of their wheelhouse a little bit, search and destroy, considering the fact that they did so well in that previous series against the Buckeye. That is what got them the win in the end. They got that, I believe it was a 6-3, maybe a 6-4 S&D on Embassy, and then they got that last one. So I think in the end, you know, you look at University of Michigan and they are pretty good at S&D. We'll see if that's going to be a trend here in this series, but so far keeping it competitive.
1 apiece. D-Day playing with that sniper. Slow-mo bomb in hand. It does look like Southern Illinois is looking to hit this A site. Info on both doors. Snipe doesn't land for D-Day. He snipes both doors, doesn't hit either of them. And now, just over a minute left to plant the bomb right here. Blame gonna be going ahead and pushing on a little bit to this A side. He's gonna try to defend this. And I almost wonder if Southern Illinois elects to wrap B here. Might be a good play for them. But so far, all 4 players just holding their positions, like you said, playing so passively here. Both players and both teams know how much of an important map this could be. Difference between going up 2-0 and 1-1. Here comes the first chow out of slow-mo, and he does get it. Shots come right back to him, but no, Lord Memory taken out, and now all up to Merc and Assassin in the 2v4, and it'll have to be a bomb retake as well.
Yeah, not a favorable situation to put yourself in at all, as the gunfight's not going your way either, as Anchor gonna take down Merc, making Assassin the last man up in the 1v4 with 35 seconds to get the defusal. Yeah, not gonna happen. Cougars, they're gonna take that one away up 2-1. We'll see if University of Michigan gonna find a way to tie it up.
We've seen Michigan down in some S&Ds before, man. They've found a way to win. You know, down 4-1, obviously, to their rivals, Ohio State, managing to come back and win that in round 11. So interesting to see here what they do. Down only 2-1. Anchor 5-1, being definitely the anchor of that team right now, making sure that they are held down and doing good. And right now the Cougars with a big opportunity. I love this fast play onto A. Beautiful defense, but with Merc already taking Big Country out, if they read this, they would have a free B plant. I don't know why more teams don't do that, Epiphany. It's one thing I noticed about this map, that B site gets left almost wide open a lot. If you could probably get the free plant there almost every time.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, at this point, it's just, I feel like a lot of the times it's all for that A site, and Memory is able to spot one in the corner. Make sure that that A site does get taken care of in the favor of Michigan. One towards closed as D-Day looks to find the snipe. No dice on that one. Closed taken care of as well. That is light work for University of Michigan as they keep things all tied up.
Yeah, and I mean, 2-2. Right back at them. And I mean, keeping everything close, man. I mean, they're just doing such a good job at not letting the map get away from them. And this is really the telltale signs of a team that's really good in the mental game. We've been talking about it all day. The mental fortitude of the teams that have been in this tournament have been on display today. We've seen some really good and we've seen some really bad. And Michigan just seems to be one of those teams, no matter how bad the scoreline gets, they are never down and out.
University of Michigan. Looking good in Search and Destroy, but still playing this one close here in the winners finals versus the Cougars. A 2-0 lead, obviously, would be so big for them. As Slow-Mo up with his teammate now. Strong coverage over towards topside rails and that A side in general. University of Michigan, though, the same. Looking towards closed and open, trying to thwart the push. Slow-Mo looking to find his way on forward. Merc gonna lurk towards closed here. We'll see if he can find anything with the nade. The bomb going down, though. Not gonna get a hit marker on that. Plant gonna go through, though, nonetheless. The Cougars are gonna lock this one down. Merc, are you gonna look towards the bottom side? No, you're not. You're gonna drop first blood to the Cougars.
And another one as well goes down. A good trade there, though, from Blame. 4 and 3 to his name. Playing with that sniper, and we've seen how well he can do with it. But I don't know if he's gonna expect this one right up here. Oh, a big snipe. Oh my goodness. Blame is firing on all cylinders right now with that sniper. Seemingly not missing a shot. If he reads this bottom arc push, it would be insane. Oh my god! Blame has done it! Assassin gonna go on the defuse. Slow-Mo on the last alive, trying to hit it off. He does hit the defuse. Blame hits the ace, and they will not have time to defuse. What a crazy round.
Wow.
What a round out of Blame, but the Cougars stand tall and do just enough. Slow-Mo in the 1v2. Able to take the bomb planter out, and then you'll see the amazing sniper shot out of Blame. But Slow-Mo doing just enough, and that is a beautiful final kill cam there to give us a replay of that.
Yeah, I mean, now you start to look at the way that things have gone. I mean, Blame consistently putting in the numbers 7 and 3. My goodness.
I mean, that sniper is hitting.
It is. It's hitting different, and Lord Memory is able to get that first blood as well within this round. Which is, again, this is what we see. We see the tie-up usually from the University of Michigan. We'll see if that happens again. It's looking possible. As that man advantage swings, it's going to be the Cougars just waiting to find their entry point, Lord Memory. Waiting for them to make said entry. We'll see if it's going to be a successful push for the side of the Cougars here, as they do have eyes on that A site.
Man advantage as well, but now immediately taken away there by Anchor. Beautiful shots out of him with the Scar trophy system down as well. A little bit of that extra protection for him here. Lord Memory trying to make a back play here. Nothing that he can see yet. He's just trying to play this stair-heady. 3v3, 30 seconds left though. Deddy popped from Blame here. Beautiful play out of Blame to find one there. Now they might be thinking about the A plant. Want to go ahead and get this down. Info onto open. He goes down as well. Blame is 9 and 3 through 5 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. Up to Big Country in the 1v3. Does take out the first. Gets the second as well. Oh my goodness. That bomb has to go down right now. It does. Big Country could hit the 1v3.
Big Country looking to lock it in here, and no, it's not gonna happen. University of Michigan, they will take the round, and the back and forth will continue now at 3 apiece. Halfway to 6, of course, and I don't know, is the back and forth just gonna stay, or is somebody gonna start coming out on top of this one?
I hate to keep hurting the Ohio State fans and talking about that series, but Michigan had a game just like this in map 2 in that series. It went 3-3, and then Michigan railed off 3 rounds in a row to take that second map, S&D 6-3. Eerily similar right now. And look at this. Here is the B play, but the snipe already coming in from Blame, but they do take him out. That should be B site control, depending on how quick the rotation here is from Michigan. They've got to go quick if they want to get to this B site. Here come the push. Oh my goodness. Slow-Mo goes down. A beautiful kill from Assassin. Now the 2v3 situation for the Cougars. Not the position you want to be in. Michigan looking to take a lead here. It would be their first lead of the map.
Michigan, what can you find? That's number 4. That's going to be D-Day. Holding this back line. Trying to find that momentum over towards that B site. You just got to make the right move at the right time. At this point, you just gotta wait for number 2 to cross, help you out. Good shots into 1, but you gotta worry about topside green as well. At this point, if I'm Big Country, it's go, go, go. Get that bomb planted, set things up, otherwise the check is gonna come in. And you know where the players are. You just gotta hold that free aim, and you're good to go. That's the first bomb going down. Now it's a B site play here. Not something we usually see. The front side taken care of. Big Country going big.
1v1.
That's 1, though, on the approach. It's a 1 versus 1. Big Country versus Merc. 30 seconds to work with.
Who can do it? Is it Merc the Lurk or
knows
Big
where he is.
Country? Oh, the shots come in. They know where each other are. It's just about the aim right now. Oh, Big Country just being a nuisance right here. He won't stop playing with him, and he's not even gonna challenge. Big Country is playing this absolutely perfect. He's
my
out there.
goodness.
He's gone and dusted. Now, there's no time. He knows he's gonna
There's no
check it in
way.
time. He's gonna check it in time. Merc is not gonna be able to have this. Oh, the shots weren't clean.
Oh my goodness.
They're clean
Oh,
enough.
they are not happy about that one either.
Michigan does not look happy in this one. Trying to talk it over. How are the comms over there? And if you look on the left of your screen, calm, cool, and collected are the Southern Illinois University Cougars. Switching sides here. That would have been Michigan's first lead in this S&D. Had the 3v2 life advantage blundered away.
Yeah, that one's gotta hurt just because somebody is literally trolling you so hard towards that topside patio outside of green, just not giving you anything. So well played out of Big Country, though. You gotta tip it. But now University of Michigan gonna have to find a way to get that first blood, get something going. And as I say that, Blame gonna do just that. Now Lord Memory lurking towards the bottom side here as Slow-Mo might give him one for free. Definitely gonna give him information, though, as Lord Memory is gonna try to lock down this kill. There it is.
Yeah, and he does find that second kill as well. And I think he might have even seen that. That's a really fast...
Possible.
Yeah, I think he might have seen this barrel of the gun, possibly something to give him the info there. They know the trophy system's there. They know one's there. Merc the Lurk taking one out, and all on to Big Country, man. And I've seen him send some crazy shots, but this does seem a little bit impossible. Michigan looks to tie it up, and just back and forth action. Nobody able to win 2 rounds in a row yet here in this series. And that will be the Cougars eliminated. I didn't even see him die. He might have killed himself there with a nade. I think, or Merc might have taken him out. I didn't see where he died from. And Merc the Lurk lurking around the map and finding the kills. So that will be Michigan tying it up 4-4. I mean, Epiphany, if you had to pick right now, do or die, who is going to win this map too?
Oh man, I mean Michigan. I think Michigan,
Okay.
every time they need
Okay.
to clutch up and search and destroy, they do it. I believe that they can go up 2-0. We'll see if that is going to end up happening as Slow-Mo with the bomb on that attack for the Cougars. Michigan, they want that comfortable 5-4. Obviously not super comfortable, but they want to feel like they're in the lead here on match point. 8-5 out of Merc, looking to find that first good information out with the stun. You know, one's lurking towards backstairs. We'll see who's able to draw that first blood, though. That is obviously what we're looking for.
This is such a close series, Epiphany. Right now, the only thing that separates these two teams is 7 seconds of hill time in a hardpoint match. 250 to 243, 4-4 right here in the S&D. These two teams seemingly evenly
Merc the Lurk.
matched. And Murky does it again. One of the best nicknames we've ever given anyone, and Merc the Lurk is definitely doing the work right now. Come on.
Oh my
You
god,
can't
bars!
beat it. We're in here. And the University of Michigan seemingly in this round right now as well with the 4-3 life advantage.
Bars, Matt, bars.
Hey,
But
man,
anyways.
they can't stop me.
University of Michigan. Now with the man advantage looking to take profit off of it. 19 seconds left. You got to get something going. Slow-Mo rushes out the front door. Able to find one, but gets traded out by Mr. Merc himself. Now it's all up to D-Day in the 1 versus 3. Not much you can do here. No bomb. University of Michigan, 5-4.
And that is going to be it. Like you said, no bomb, no time. 5-4. Michigan puts themselves up, and they look like they're having a better time now. And I will say, even though they did lose that, it looked like they were almost laughing about it, like, no way we actually just let them do that to us. And maybe a little bit of trolling there in those earlier rounds, but right now, Michigan looking clean, and that was a very, very clinical round out of them. Taking the lead here, 5-4. their first lead in the series their first lead in the S&D, and also the first one of these two teams to win 2 rounds in a row in the series. Will it be the University of Michigan to win 3 in a row and end this series, in this map? We'll have to see.
University of Michigan finally getting it going. Maybe my prediction is going to come to fruition. Maybe not, but University of Michigan already with that man advantage, making things that much more easy for themselves. Number 7, that's Lord Memory with that bomb in hand. Moving over towards that backside. Here's Merc as well, looking to find one of his own. Knows one is going to be lurking stage. Good shots in. Thinks that there isn't one. Maybe thinks that there is still. Just going to play it careful. But Anchor still sitting back here. Blame, though, with the pinch is able to lock it in. It's 4-2 now. University of Michigan, this could be it right here. This could be exactly what you need. One towards closed, but they just can't get there. That bomb down. This is surely a situation that you win if you're Michigan.
D-Day Slow-Mo, the only 2 men that can stop Michigan right now from going up 2-0 in this series. And no matter how close or contested they might have made these 2 games, they would still be down 2-0. D-Day in the 1v4, 23 seconds left. Deddy is all that he's got going for him. He finds the first, and you saw the smile immediately leave from University of Michigan's face, and they know they are up 2-0, locked in. You see that they're feeling it. And now, 1 map away from securing their spot in the grand finals.
And I mean, you gotta say, right? Like, this is a close series, though, still. It's just not close in the exact map count. Like, I feel like these teams are pretty close in skill level, but it's just time and time again, the University of Michigan doing what they do best. They clutch up. They find a way to win this search and destroy like usual. They find a way to take away that hard point. Now we move over towards Asilo control, and I'm curious to see if it's going to be the same story.
I mean, dude, they just find a way to win, right? You know, we talked about it. It was eerily similar to that match that they had earlier against Ohio State, where they find themselves down, where they find themselves tied 3-3 and then run off 3 straight rounds in a row. I mean, they didn't get the tie 3-3. They actually go down 4-3, but they end up doing it again 3 straight rounds in a row to win the game outright 6-4. They just keep doing this over and over again against top level competition, man. They do it against Ohio State, and now they're doing it against Southern Illinois. Michigan right now looking like the team to beat. And I don't know if we have an update from that St. Clair's matchup. We will try to get that for you right now.
Oh, we have it.
We have it. What's it?
St. Clair up 2-0. 2-0 right now versus Newberry.
Oh.
You know what I see, Matt? I see potential for a reverse sweep when I see, it just got changed to 3. Oh, never mind. I've been denied. St. Clair Saints, they shut down the losers bracket run, and we had just talked to, what was it? Who was it? KB, I think we talked to on Newberry. He was trying to make that run, one of his first lands as a competitive player, and absolutely putting in the work to try to go far. 3-0s across that bracket, but then get 3-0'd themselves in an unfortunate circumstance, of course. But St. Clair Saints, they're going to come out on top. They will prevail. They will make it to that LM final and play the loser of this matchup.
And, you know, I have to say this, you know, let's just tip our hats to Newberry, man.
Yeah.
What a run out of them today. I mean, yesterday going 2-1, they get the unlucky draw today in bracket play, have to play St. Clair round 1. They get the map 5 loss. They end up having to face all ranked teams through this bracket all day. They face the number 6 team, the number 21 team, the number 18 team, and then the number 6 team again. That is a grueler of a day. But hey, nothing to shy away from, nothing to hold your heads down about, man. What a run from them, what a day, and what a tournament from them. And especially, that is a young roster in the terms of how long they've been together and how long they have played.
They can go places, man.
Yeah, man.
They can totally go places.
That is a talented roster, and I think that they are going to shake up the College League here very, very soon. But now, the loser of this matchup will have to take on St. Clair Saints. Can you imagine, man? I mean, look, it's either going to be Southern Illinois going up against the demons that they had already beaten today. They already beat St. Clair's. They were saying, we're not going to see them again. We did it. We conquered the beast. And now it's back. You lose this next map to Michigan, and you got St. Clair Saints staring you right in the face. Down to our final 3. It's been a long 2 days, man, and we're almost there. Just a couple more matches to go. We got 3 more maps maybe on the docket here. Michigan up 2-0, then heading into our losers finals. The loser of this versus St. Clair's, and then we will have our grand finals here. I mean, who do you got here? 3 teams left. Who do you got?
I mean, dude, like, this is just kind of crazy because SIUE, obviously, they came in, you know, with an okay positioning, okay seed. They take away that match. They keep rolling across that winners. Then University of Michigan, they win a Game 5 Round 11 versus their rival to get to this exact position. Now up 2-0 versus SIUE. I mean, man, I feel like it's going to be a Michigan-St. Clair final. I think that's my prediction here. And if that's the case, St. Clair, I think St. Clair do what they do best. But I don't know, man. Michigan, maybe they take that momentum and they just run with it. I feel like there are so many different teams that could win right now. I think all 3 of them could totally take it away. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, I think right now, I think Michigan is going to do it, man. I think there's just something special about this team, man. Every time they seem to be in a grueler of a match or they seem to be down, they find a way to win, man. And I think they're going to find a way to win this series. They got Merc the Lurk. Dude, he's the best. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in this series, but of course, about to head into map 3, which would be control on El Asilo. There's not a lot to talk about anymore, man. We've got our final 3 teams here. This has been a definite March Madness bracket. We've said it all weekend long, and it's been such a crazy day of games here in this bracket play. We started at 9:30 this morning, continuing on right now. And what a day it's been, man. We've seen a lot of teams go home. Akron, Western, Ohio State, obviously. A lot of great teams have gone home, and we just had to say goodbye to Newberry Esports, man. So what a top 8 we've had today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been an insane top 8. Lots of different storylines that we can pay attention to. Unbelievable stuff when it comes to the University of Illinois. I thought they were going to make a deeper run, but they get double first rounded. You look at the side of Newberry, and again, that run as well. There's a story there. St. Clair doing what St. Clair does, especially after they beat Newberry again, but this time 3-0, especially after Newberry gets 3-0 in a row. Unbelievable stuff. And then Western University trying to make that run, but then again, we don't know how far they could have gone if they didn't have to play St. Clair. They met their demise 3-1 in that situation, so just unbelievable storylines today.
And just looking at this bracket right here, look at the start of the day, our winners bracket. You got the number 6 St. Clair Saints, Newberry Esports, who should be ranked in the top 25. I will go on record saying this team next week, if they are not ranked in the top 25, is absolute blasphemy by whoever is making the rankings over there at the CCL. Then you got the number 11 Cougars, the number 16 Zips, who also went home today. And then Western Esports as well, who I think should be ranked, man. They just beat the number 16 team. You can't tell me that they shouldn't be ranked. I think all 8 teams that came in today are in the top 25 of the college scene. So you gotta tip that. What a LAN put on by Game Arena, man. And now, heading in to map 3, the number 11 Southern Illinois Cougars going against the number 14 University of Michigan Wolverines. Let's get it going. A trip to the grand finals on the line.
Here we go. Cougars. They're looking to lock things down. Already, though, making a quick push up over towards Jim. Slow-mo goes University of Michigan. Again, on that defensive side now, trying to keep both zones at bay as Anchor drawing the first blood, finding his way on. But still, University of Michigan, they find a response for 2 of their own. Slow-mo the next one up, the next one to take care of a player. It's going to be Lord Memory dropping eventually, but University of Michigan, I mean, they're trying to close this game out right here. We'll see if they can do it. Minute keep them at bay, but Big Country getting a big position in place, finding his way to top tower.
And right now, the Cougars trying to make their way, like you said, onto A site. Almost the second tick secured, but not quite. Big Country seeing if he can get a few kills there in the backside. It would be detrimental to the side of Michigan, trying to take out some of these players. That's 2 dead in the feed, 3 dead in the feed, 1 more up. It's Assassin trying to maybe make a play. He might just play his life, and that will be A point secured, and secured fast. 2 minutes left to get the B side. We know how hard it can be to get the B side, but I think people don't actually talk about how hard it is to defend. If you do not have the correct spawns for this site and you go 4 dead, you can basically kiss the site goodbye, as you are going to be running a marathon to get back.
Yeah, and now at this point, I mean, you look at University of Michigan starting to really keep their presence known at that B site, making sure to push out Lord Memory, the one to do that mainly towards topside white right now. Looking to cut off as many Cougars players as possible as they make the approach. Merc, he's going to lurk. He's going to put in the work towards the backside as well, as Big Country is definitely not getting past him. So far, this looks like a good setup out of the University of Michigan.
And it is for right now already. A minute gone by on that clock. The Cougars' time cut in half. Blame trying to see what he can find. Assassin does go down, and they're trying to get out these kills in the back and control these spawns. Now they do, but Blame comes back with 2 of his own. Blame does go down there, 20-20 on lives right now, and now the Cougars thought they would have an ability to push, and they are shut down, and Lord Memory taking out D-Day as well, so the push being completely faltered here by the University of Michigan. It'll have to be a reset. 35 seconds left to go for Southern Illinois.
Well, at this point, Cougars got to find something right now. Find that momentum. Big Country may be the one to cause some chaos, but I think they know it. Just kidding. They have no idea he's back here. He finds a 2-piece. The 3 as well. That's 4 anchor finds. The next one, that might be exactly what you need. That could be a dagger. You got to get that presence. No, now University of Michigan, they got to fly.
They do take out Big Country, so that will give them the routes to be able to hit this B site, but it's all about the shots and the kills once they get there. Cruise missile coming in for Big Country to try to shut this down. Lord Memory gets 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! He takes them all down, and no one left there to do anything for the Southern Illinois Cougars. That will be Michigan taking that round. And yet we didn't get to see the play. The kill feed definitely showed up, and I think we might see it in the play of the game. And yes, it is right here. Pops in with 1, 2, and 3, all in the back, turning them all into memories. Michigan takes round 1.
Oh, man. I mean, I thought there was an opportunity there. Big Country gets that massive 3-piece in his team, just not quite able to fully profit off of it. As University of Michigan, 1 step closer to getting your spot in the grand finals. And I mean, just to think this is all off of the back pedal of a Game 5 Round 11 win. They could be in such a different spot right now. But right now, Cougars all on you. Find a way to get this map locked and try to secure a reverse sweep, but it's looking difficult. University of Michigan, they're already making their way over towards A, and the battle is going down. Anchor locking down that top side of tower. Lord Memory to open things up with a kill as well. Already making his presence known on A. Another gunfight win coming through from Merc as Lord Memory continues to put in the shots. University of Michigan, a good push towards A happening right now.
Yeah, and they're trying to go ahead and get that first tick locked in. There it is, secured. Over the top, though, is Big Country on to Lord Memory. And now, the push, shut down, but a tick gain nonetheless. And now, maybe even a chance to hit this B site. Only Slow-Mo over there to defend that B site. If he goes down, and he's actually wrapped through the pool, I believe. So they might have a free entry on the B site, but continuing to go for this A here. D-Day on the radio tower. Slow-Mo does take out 1 in pool. Gonna get shot in the back there. 1 more, it's anchor in mid. But the B site is just left completely wide open. And I'm really surprised that none of these players have tried to flip this.
And Lord Memory is putting in the work. You're definitely going to want to wipe some of those gunfights from your memory if you're Cougars, considering the kinds of things that he is doing to your team. He finally drops. But God, I mean, the damage. It is there from Cougars still, though. They're definitely trying to deny Michigan entry. However, as I say that, B site absolutely stacked with blue right now. You lock this down, you prevent Slow-Mo from causing trouble to you, and this one could go wildly different.
And it really could, and we talked about it earlier, how competitive both maps were, and how it just doesn't matter at all because they're still down 2-0 in the Cougars right here. A 5 spree, though, does get shut down. The cruise missile not gained for the Cougars. Just a few minutes of time left. 8 seconds. You gotta hop on the hill. Not able to, but Assassin does. Now here comes the help. Lord Memory is in here. That's definitely the guy that you want to have, but not going to be able to stay alive. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and nothing that Michigan can do. Cougars will have that round, and I believe also have the advantage on the ticks as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the Cougars, right, you play a good solid defense, just like was played by Michigan. This is kind of how Asilo can sometimes tend to go. But, again, it's all about those ticks, Matt. I'm not quite sure where we are in the ticks department with both of these teams, but University of Michigan going to be on that defense again to try to mitigate some damage.
I believe it was 3 for Michigan, and I know the Cougars got all of that A site, and I'm not sure if they were able to secure a tick on that B site, so it's either 3-3 or 4-3 to the side of Southern Illinois by my math.
Work. The first kill comes through. That's going to be Michigan making a quick push. Oh my goodness, it's 3 blue in the feed. Now it's all about figuring out where you want to go off of those kills. Maybe just push things out to prevent Cougars from finding that push. And I mean, Lord, remember, you're going to make it difficult. He is moving different. Absolutely different on the map right now. 47 seconds to go. Cougars, it's time to get something going.
Another
the
one.
blender is established. Lord Memory is going to continue to shut you down. Big Country finally going to take care of himself, but still, this is a blender that they just cannot get out of.
No, already 28 seconds left, and I know we were talking about the ticks department. No ticks gained right now, and only 1 kill gained for the side of the SIUE Cougars. They are absolutely getting shredded right now by Michigan. I mean, this is a dominating performance out of Michigan. They just keep the foot on the gas pedal. They go over to check the B side. Blame says, don't even worry, I'm here. Mark the Lurk on a 5 spree. Assassin as well, getting a couple kills. 4, 3, 2, and that will be it. Well, they do touch the A site for just a second, so a possibility here, but all the rest, it is gone, and the University of Michigan goes up 2-1. Epiphany 1 round away from the grand finals.
1 round and the grand finals is all yours. Cougars, it is dead serious looks on their faces. Figure it out right here, right now, or otherwise it is all over for you right here, right now. Maybe not quite. You do drop to play St. Clair, but we know how good they are. It's a difficult matchup, but they can prevail. So your number 1 priority is obviously trying to do the unthinkable right now, but obviously University of Michigan now on the attacking side. They're going to try to lock it down here, even if not. They deny so many ticks to Cougars that if they get that defense, they surely should have this one on lock as Blame. Good shots in towards one, Slow-Mo the next. It's going to be Blame finding 2 of his own. So far, so good. University of Michigan struggling to find entry until they do onto that A site. That's going to be a big set of kills in the feed. Now Cougars going to have to break from the backside here. This is where Michigan can really get that time to dwindle away. It is all blue on the hill. This one is surely over. Another minute on the clock. You could just win this hill right here, then get that extra 2 for B, but no, you are so close, but you get vacated. Cougars, they find the crutch.
And I do believe they have taken the lead, though, on ticks. So full defense secured for that last round. Assassin does go down 24-23 on life. So there's 49 seconds for them to get one of these sites. Lord Memory dropping down from the sky. And now the University of Michigan may be looking to push onto this A site once again. Nothing so far. D-Day going to come over the top. That's 2 dead in the feed. And the University of Michigan now seeming to slow down just a little bit. The hold has been good from Southern Illinois. I say his blame comes through the back and gets a kill onto Big Country, but D-Day still locking this down. 25 seconds left to go. Michigan has to start thinking about making a play.
Cougars, so far so good. Good time going in their favor here on the defense, but it's going to be that round 5 that University of Michigan are going to have the D themselves, and that is where it's going to get real difficult for Cougars to try to find an attack. Big Country basically just playing with his food at this point, trying to find the kill. There it is. But University of Michigan, I mean, they're on A.
They're on the
here.
point.
If you win the gunfight...
Oh,
I might have
no.
jinxed him right there.
That is some caster's curse if I've ever seen it. They do not win any gunfights. All 4 go down to end there. Maybe that's the second time that's happened to you. You know, you talked about the reverse sweep earlier for Newberry, and then the immediate 3-0 change on the bracket.
I know,
now,
dude.
Now the kills.
They're preying on my downfall. They're preying on my downfall.
They don't want to see you succeed, man. And now, all up to this last round as we head in to round 5 control. All of these maps have been competitive, and it's no doubt that this one would be just as competitive. 2 apiece. 1 round will decide if this series continues or Michigan moves on to the grand finals. We will have to see 30 lives. Here we go. 2-2. Who can want it more? Who is going to the grand finals? We will have to see Michigan trying to defend this A site as D-Day and Slow-Mo go ahead and push on in. Slow-Mo gonna get taken out. I thought was their second. What kind of kill was that onto Assassin? 3 men already on the point here, and this could be a quick A site goodbye for the side of Michigan.
Blame, it's time to make a move. You got to find your way on. Good kill in, possibly just kidding. I mean, again, dude, like, anyways, the University of Michigan trying to find their way to get a solid B defense here. And remember, ticks, they don't matter anymore. All about getting that defense. Big Country gonna invest the crews to find 1. That could be what you need to find your way over towards B as well. If they win this, I will go nuts, just so everybody knows. University of Michigan, they're trying to find their way for the defense. You got to get the kills here, but so far, they're not coming through. The Cougars, they are just stacking this. It's time to spoil their efforts, but you just can't. You cannot get there. Oh my God, what was that? How do you choke that, Cougars? They take that somehow and stay alive, holding on by a string. What on earth?
The Southern Illinois Cougars coming up from the depths. How do they make that comeback? It was one of the quickest control rounds I've ever seen. Literally before we hit that round, the game clock said that we had been playing for 10 minutes and 15 seconds. When we ended, it said 11 minutes. That round was 45 seconds up and down. The SIU Cougars somehow take that map, and you know what that means. It is time for some Hydro. We are finally getting to see it. Map 4. And that is going to also be Southern Illinois' pick as well. Can the reverse sweep be in? We were writing them off. We were writing their obituary. Michigan, we were saying grand finals bound for sure. And now the Cougars have managed to take a lead before we head into what should be a mixy, crazy Hydro map. We are going to send it to a quick break. And when we come back, we will have more winners finals action. Grab a snack, grab a drink. You're gonna need it for this next map heading up. They're down 2-1 in the control. They find a way to bring it back and force this map 4. I mean, back's really up against a wall, but hey, the reverse sweep could be in, and it all started on that control and now continues with what's got to be my favorite map, man. We are about to head to Hydroelectric. The
favorite
by Southern. Dude, I don't know why. As a sub player, every time I get on this map, I have fun. I fry. I feel like I understand it. I know some people hate it, but hey, it can't be worse than Fortress Control. So, heading into this one, though, number 11,
that we
Southern
can agree
Illinois. Southern Illinois taking on number 14, the University of Michigan. This is going to to be such a big map right here. Do or die time again for the Cougars. They've done it once. Can they do it again here on the Hardpoint, here on Hydro? Let's get it going. A winner of this series, trip to the grand finals. The loser has to face St. Clair's. Let's go.
Let's get after it. University of Michigan, they're not there. Okay.
Okay, man.
They're gone. They're out of here. Sounds good. We're going to hit a little lobby reset, figure out what's going on exactly. But yeah, you know, going into Hydro, a map that we have not seen yet, so we'll see how it goes. But I have a feeling University of Michigan going to close it out, but it was close on the Embassy. It was 250, 243, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, every map has been competitive, and that's why we said this could go the distance, right? I mean, 250 to 243. And remember, like, all the stats we broke down, I mean, they were literally separated by 4 seconds through the first set of rotation, 7 seconds through the second set of rotations, and then, you know, that 243 to 218 comeback that Michigan has to just hold it out on P2 was just an amazing game, one of the best that you'll see.
You're right.
And then going into the S&D, I mean, the Cougars are up 4-3 with a chance to close it out, and Michigan just goes on that 3-round run that they've seemed to be able to do in a lot of S&Ds. I mean, even going back, I didn't even realize this, they were down 4-1 to Ohio State before they went on another 3-round run. So it just seems to be every S&D, there's a 3-round run that Michigan just seems to go on. They heat up, if you will, and they seem to really close out games when they do. And obviously the Cougars coming back, winning that swing map. But Epiphany, this is such a big map coming up right here. Like we said, the loser of this map, this is almost like the best and worst rewards for winning and losing, right? If you win this, you're solidified. Grand finalist, right. You're there. You get to just sit down, take a break, go over some VOD and relax for a little bit while you wait for the loser's finals match. If you lose this match, not only
St. Clair.
Not only do you drop down, you play St. Clair. It's like the worst thing you could get for losing other than going straight home. So it's such a big winner finals. Everything is on the line right here.
Yeah, it's all on the line. We'll see what happens. I mean, nonetheless, you can see the way that things have gone so far. University of Michigan, time and time again, they're trying to find ways to clutch up and take away games in ways that I honestly just can't believe. So you look at the close search and destroy, you look at that hard point, you look at the game before they took away that search and destroy in a game 5 or round 11. These guys have ice. They have clutch factor. I have a feeling they're going to take it away going into this one here. It might be close, but I think Hydro is theirs. We're just getting ready to load into this one as we wait to see what happens.
Yeah, man, and looking at that right there, 250, 243, 6-4, and then 3-2 going the way of the Cougars. If we make it to that Asilo S&D, this series could be flipped completely on its head. We were counting out the Southern Illinois boys, I mean, completely right there, and they find a way to bring it back in control. Can they find a way to squeak out a Hardpoint victory? We will have to see, as I believe we are loading into our match. Again, these are two top 25 teams, all top 8 teams here in our bracket play today. Should be ranked in the top 25, if are not already. Here we go. The trip to the grand finals on the line, this time on Hydroelectric.
Let's get after it. A little bit of diving. Welcome to the aquarium. If you didn't remember that, yeah, we got water routes, and that's going to be real interesting, especially with a player that can be a little bit snaky like Lord Memory. We'll see what he does in the map, but nonetheless, Blame, the first one to become a fish. He's going to be the one to draw first blood as well, at least over towards this bridge area. Many kills have gone down so far, but nonetheless, Cougars, so far so good. They get that time ticking in their favor. Favorable spawns as well. We'll see what Michigan tries to do to lock them down, but that's a 4 down. It's going to make it real difficult for them to get out. And
this is a crazy good start from the Cougars, right? They've locked down those spawns for P2. They've gotten the time off of P1. I mean, they've got themselves almost a 20-second lead before they even hit to P2, 27-4. Now they've locked down and continue just ticking that time up, Anchor being that anchor of the team, sitting up here in Dome. But there is one taking a water route right now, and I wonder if he's going to read it. He does turn around and look there, but as he does, one player does slip by, and if he's going to be able to take him out, this is a big, big push from Michigan, and a jump. I think he might have jumped right over him, and yes, he did. Trades on to top art. Anger gets taken down, a nade right in the face with a trophy kill as well. 42-5, though. It's an incredible start for the Cougars.
A big start for the Cougars as they are firing now on all cylinders as they look to pour in the nitro, start zooming ahead, lock this one in, secure that game 5, but look at the flip as well. You can see now number 8 looking to hit the hill though too at the same time. No dice on that. 11 seconds here, and now suddenly the Cougars, they have commanded that P2, now already looking to make their presence known over towards P3. We'll see what can be done as University of Michigan, though. They are going to have initial right now.
And I mean, Michigan almost had a worse one. 1 and 4 spawned in the back there, right beside Michigan on rotation. Unfortunately, they do get taken out for the Cougars. Michigan does hold, and right now going to try to be able to get back into this game, but that's D-Day and Anchor coming in with a 2-pace of their own, a 3rd down as well. Now there's only 1 man up. He's down, and now the Cougars are right into this point. This was the Cougars map pick. A lot of people don't like to play Hydro, and right now Michigan looks like they're getting it taken to them right now on Hydroelectric, 73-13 through our first 3 hard points, and now P4 rotations are gonna be so important. And look at your mini map, that's 5 already all the way on the other side of the map, trying to lock down these rotations for Michigan. They find themselves down 50 early in this match.
Yeah, I mean, that lead just continues to extend here. University of Michigan, you got to find something, and you've got to find it right here, right now. Anchor looking to do as the name suggests. I feel like every time I cast him, he is the guy anchoring the spawns. So,
yeah,
you know, I'd say pretty fitting name, I guess. And he's the one just trying to lock this one down. But University of Michigan, they are here. They are holding the time. And we'll see if Merc is going to be able to find something. A beautiful shot in towards the topside dome. Still good time for you, Michigan, but you need to lock it all down if you want to try to get back in this one. And, well, as I say that, back spawn for the Cougars, they should get this last 30.
Yeah, and now Michigan has to decide whether they hit this or just set up new. 26 seconds left. You cannot afford to get chained once again, or this game might be over before it even gets started. 20 seconds left. The hill time, though, is hard to give up as well. And now, here comes the break. 3 dead, but did they give up spawns? We'll have to look at our minimap right here. And I do not believe they did. Still holding spawns, so that's a good hit from the University of Michigan. They only give away about 10 seconds of scrap there. It's still 112-37, almost a 100-point lead heading into P5 here of our first set of rotations.
Yeah, and Blame lurking in the water. You've got to find Nemo, but if you can't, it's going to be what you pay for. You get 2-pieced on the front push as University of Michigan, they continue to try to get back into this one. Eventually, Blame gonna drop. But still, look at the route coming through the left side. It's D-Day trying to find his way through, but Blame also got that taken care of, doing it all right now. And Big Country now looking to make that front push. So far, so good. University of Michigan, they're holding this one strong. They're getting right back into this game.
Yeah, Big Blue is really holding this one down good. 3 kills, another dead in the feed. 17 seconds left on this hill already. Blame going on the water routes. Michael Phelps in the Olympics here as he's trying to go ahead and rotate over for these P2 spawns. And look at this, all of the side of Michigan right here. Blame coming through, trying to secure and get these back spawns. Michigan was down 115-37, now finds themselves only down 115-91, about 24 points separate these two teams, but this is a big push from D-Day if he can go ahead and secure these spawns back for the Cougars.
D-Day, this is such a big position for him to be in. Top Dome knows you're here. This is the gunfight that is so important as Blame a beatdown onto Big Country. You can still see number 6 in the back. That's Assassin keeping those spawns up. D-Day pushes up a bit too far towards Dome, and that's going to give the spawns to Michigan here. As Merc as well lurking towards the top side, and what is he doing? He's working. He's finding the gunfights. He's finding the wins he needs to. Maybe I jinxed him there again. I don't know, but he does die. 13 seconds left to go on P1 on the second set here. University of Michigan with the rotation, though.
I mean, he's doing everything he can right now. 12 and 12 out of him. Blame as well. 14 and 8. They have these spawns secured for P2. They need the time as well. Down over 50 points right now, almost a full 60 down. What can Michigan do here on a favorable P2? It is going to be D-Day. That's going to be 3 dead in the feed almost immediately. Lord Memory, the only one that stands between them, but he does find up the second one, trying to look in the back. He gets taken out by Anchor, but here comes Merc. He's lurking and he's working, but can he get the shots in here? Trophy system down, then now he flies in. Oh, Merc almost had the 2-piece there, but that's still a good break back in from Michigan. They'll have the time here, but that's good shots there, and the rotation is good for Michigan. They're already at new, but that is, like you said, an absolute cookie crumble right there. 170 to 108.
Yeah, and this is where things get real difficult for you if you're not able to have a successful P3. And by the way, they don't have rotation again. Last time I looked at the mini-map in the bottom left, they were there. Now suddenly the Cougars, they found their way and no scrap time given to Michigan. It is flawless rotations right now from the Cougars, and they're finding the gunfights though too. Meanwhile, Blame though able to try to put in the work. We'll see if the Cougars can keep holding on here as the University of Michigan, they're organizing for a hit. Anchor still on, eventually going to drop. It's 3 in the feed. It's blue, University of Michigan. They are in the hill, but Anchor still spawning in the back.
Yeah, still spawning in the back here, and it could be what gives him the hit here, but he'll go down, but also 2 players go down on the point. Michigan will try to hold this last 24, and it's such a big one, but again, their setups are just seeming to crumble like wet paper here on Hydro. They can't handle the water. 197 to 123. The Cougars now taking a dominant lead and crossing that 200-point threshold.
The lead continuing to extend in University of Michigan. They have the rotation. They can get to around 180 if they hold a full 60 here. It's a difficult hill to do it on. You got Slow-Mo also hitting a water route, trying to find his way up as Merc as well, looking to dominate from topside dome. We'll see if he's able to hold this one strong.
Yeah, 48 seconds left on this hill, and it's big right now. Michigan needs all 40. And Anchor with a beautiful jump shot, and now here they come over the walls, through the water, and from every singing possibly angle. Lord Memory trying to deal with these pushes, but the Cougars are right back into the point. He goes down. 30 seconds left to work with. They cannot win it here, but they can get very, very close.
138 to 14. So far, University of Michigan, they have struggled in this hard point, and the Cougars, they're trying to do anything they can to push the game number 5, but of course you worry about if they're going to be able to win a search and destroy, considering how University of Michigan have done a pretty good job in S&D in the past. But right here, right now, Cougars, they've got the rotation, and they only need 25 seconds for the win.
And really, though, that this has been the most dominant showing that we've seen within this series. Lord Memory with a big 2-piece there to take the hill back. But it's been the most dominant showing that we've seen throughout some of these games. Every game has been close, really, except for this one. 229, 157. Michigan does have a chance to somehow get back in this game, but it is a very, very slim one. Even with a full 60 here, they'd still find themselves down about 30 points.
Yep, now University of Michigan just trying to hold this one strong to try to have a chance to stay alive in this one, as the Cougars continuously finding a way to claw themselves always back into the hill. It's red in the kill feed, red on the hill, time ticking in their direction. It's only about a couple more points to go. University of Michigan, they can't find their way in. Maybe a last-minute contest, the last-ditch effort, but it's looking to be quickly denied. Cougars, they are looking to take it. It's 1 player up. You just got to take care of business. Big Country looking to go big himself. We'll see if he's able to lock it in. Not quite. The hill expires. It's going to be all about P1.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to get there soon. We got the player cams for the ending here, but Michigan does find their way onto this point. They say, hey, we're not through just yet. We've made some amazing hardpoint comebacks before. Maybe we can make one again. D-Day trying to push his way into the point, but he won't be able to get there. 179, 180 and counting right now. They're trying to do everything that they can. Big Country, though, on the 5 spree, maybe looking to get another cruise missile, but they still can't find their way on the point. Finally, they do, and the Cougars send us to a map 5.
Map number 5, and I cannot believe we're even saying that because of the way that Michigan had played at the beginning of this series. We'll see if they're able to try and rally it back going into this one. Search and destroy, as we know, kind of their shtick. We'll see if that ends up being the case once more, one more time around, as we're going to be rounding things out now finally on some Asilo once again, where SIUE Cougars did take it away. We'll see if things are going to continue here in the reverse sweep, or Michigan is going to put them in their place.
I mean, Southern Illinois, what a comeback right now. A dominant showing on that Hydro hardpoint, and now looking to secure maybe themselves the chance to be that first grand finalist here in our Collegiate LAN hosted by Game Arena. But before we head into our last map, S&D, we're going to toss it to a quick break. And when we come back, we will be hopping right back into map 5 S&D of the winners finals.
Welcome back, guys. A short break, but we are now ready to get this S&D underway. Asilo, here we come. And this is where SIUE Cougars, they did take away a game. So we'll see if this is going to be the same case on a different mode. Nonetheless, I think I'm very, very curious to see if University of Michigan going to prevail with their S&D dominance that they've had in the past. I mean, they've been looking good in this mode, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, we will have to see what happens. They won 6-4 earlier in this series on the S&D, but earlier in this series, they were also winning maps. Since then, it was 2-0. SIUE Cougars have now won 2 maps in a row to force us here to this map 5, and we are on El Asilo S&D, the number 14 team in the country, going up against the number 11 team. This is going to be a banger. Map 5, who's going to come out on top?
Well, only in a matter of time, we will see who's going to be making it to the grand finals and who's going to have to go through the blender once again versus St. Clair. University of Michigan on that attack here, looking to find some momentum over towards that A site. Blame, maybe the one to open up a strong kill. As the University of Michigan, if they're able to get these locked in, it would be so big for them. Information definitely out and about for both of these teams, but Lord Memory, he's going to be the one to draw the first blood.
And that's a very, very big first kill. Remember, we always say the key to S&D, getting those first bloods, getting yourself asserted in the round early, and especially on offense. That bomb's going to go down very, very quickly. Now the trade does come back, though, but the bomb down already. 40 seconds left to defuse. Big Country, D-Day in slow-mo against Assassin, Lord Mercy, and Blame, and a big shot from D-Day up first. Those are great shots out of him. Slow-mo might have seen one behind the bar, I'm not sure, but now the info might be in that the bomb site's clear. Slow-mo does see one, trying to track him here. Beautiful moves coming out of him. Oh my goodness! He was moving there for a second, but Blame finally goes down. Slow-mo on the defuse. Lord Memory has to get here. It is planted for him. He does find the kill, and now into the 1v1. The worst time to reload, and it's the kill. Oh my god, how do you do it time and time again?
We talked about search and destroy prowess with the U of M, and they are showing exactly why they have it. Lord Memory somehow goes on to win that gunfight.
Oh my god,
I have no idea how that happens, as the Cougars trying to rebound after that one.
3 kills in the first round. This guy is absolutely insane. And a beautiful 1v2 clutch, like you said, to secure Michigan that first round. And now look at it. Cougars seem to be a little bit gun shy here. They don't know what to push right quick. And Blame, with that sniper, we know how detrimental he's been in the past with it. Looking to find a few shots here. Oh, the CoD timing right there. He might have taken someone's head off. Jumps to the other side here, but the Cougars not moving an inch.
Not moving an inch whatsoever. Anchor with that bomb in hand, looking to move something over towards that A site possibly. But Blame as well. I mean, I like this angle. Definitely a good off angle to watch here. Somebody decides to enter in. Just gotta have that quick reaction time, of course, and now at this point, it's going to be all about that information game. So far, neither team really winning it.
No, and still all 4 players up right now. 30 seconds left to plant this bomb. This round has gone by very, very slow, and now the info comes through. D-Day and company do have control, but that's Lord Mercy at first blood on the 4 streak right now. Blame trying to see what that scope can find. Oh my god, somebody needs to check his PC. That was a wild shot. Lord Memory continues the streak 5-0. Now they find themselves with a one-man life advantage. University of Michigan. Can they overcome this right here? The 2v2 now. To put themselves up 2 rounds would be detrimental. Bomb planted, 21 seconds left to go. Tough position, Blade with the sniper. He gets taken out. Now Assassin, the last one up.
Assassin, I think I can, I think I can is what he's thinking. The train keeps rolling along. You get that reference. Shout out, but nonetheless, Anchor trying to find his way on into the site and, well, just shooting in the wrong direction. That is going to be the bomb taking care of business for him. Assassin going to get taken down. The Cougars taking away the round.
Yeah, and the Cougars do take away that round, but a very, very mixy one. It did look to be in favor of Michigan at the start. But nonetheless, a beautiful round and beautiful death cam right there for the final kill. It's the bomb taking care of both of our players here. But what a game.
Yeah, I mean,
so far.
You know, you look at the way that things have kind of slowed down for some players and sped up for others. I think that is incredibly notable. You look at Lord Memory, 5-1 right now. The guy in Search and Destroy was maybe not doing quite as much before, but now suddenly absolutely going wild. Merc was doing a lot before, and now slowing down a little bit. We'll see if he's going to be able to continue things here soon, but still, big country as well. Such an influential player in the past here for the Cougars. We'll see if he can find something, but already Lord Memory making that push over towards that A site. We'll see if the pinch that Cougars might decide to organize is going to cut out for them well, or if it'll be payment.
And still all 4 players up. A minute left. Both teams have really slowed down play from what I've noticed here. Lord Memory is going to get taken out there. A beautiful first blood from Slow-Mo. And he's looking for more here, and he's going to get more. 2 kills in the round for Slow-Mo. Bomb down as well. Advantage SIU Cougars. And now Merc the Lurk trying to put in work and put him in the dirt. And I don't know if he can go berserk here, man. 1v4.
I'm checked.
1v4. And I don't think Merc's going to be able to do this one. 19 seconds left. He's going to have to get that bomb and plant it. Nothing that he can do here. This is going to be the Cougars with 1 round advantage, 2-1.
Cougars, what can you do? Merc able to find the first one, but is Big Country going to line it up? Not quite. No time to work with, and the Cougars, they will take that round away. As the back and forth, again, this is a common theme we see between University of Michigan and basically whatever team they play. Search and Destroy, always so close.
It always seems close, but where is the tried, the patented Michigan 3 rounds? You know it's going to come somewhere. They do it in almost every S&D they play, where if you have not, been watching all day, this Michigan team will seemingly at random just pop off with 3 rounds in a row. They could be down 4-1, or it could be tied 3-3, and they do it to close out the S&D. They just seem to have it in them to really stretch together those 3 rounds in a row in the mid or later parts of these maps. And we'll have to see what happens here, as now they find themselves down 2-1. Good control over this A site, and right now, again, both of these teams in a standstill.
Well, Anchor, with the bomb in hand, trying to find that opening, but still so difficult. And University of Michigan are all over this site. They know exactly what they're trying to do. And Slow-Mo also towards the top side. 5-2, by the way. A good search and destroy for him. But University of Michigan, I mean, they're just trying to lock this one down. The current moment, it's going to be all about that first kill, and the trophy system in the site going to make it harder to do that, as Big Country still failing to find much so far this game, but his team's still ahead, of course. Let's see if he's able to find anything with the wall bang now. Running out of time, though, is the Cougars. Things are about to speed up.
Anchor does hit that first blood, though. 20 seconds left. They've got to pick a site, and they've got to go now. Time winding down, but another kill goes their way. But they don't know that the last two players are literally just sitting on the site. That's the bomb down. That's the bomb.
Gotta go for it.
They don't have time to plant it. He's got to run away. He's just got to run away. I don't think that they have time to plant the bomb. Blame takes out one. He's got to get out of there. 1 second left. Blame is out of there like a ghost, and University of Michigan gets the round and ties the game.
Another close one there, and Blame, I mean, you play that well, you get that last kill just to be sure that you're able to deny any plant, then it's all just about running away. A very, very smart game decision. The awareness, obviously, going to be at its high in an important game 5 like this. But again, we are playing this one so close, folks. It's 2-2. It's looking like that Fortress that was played before, where it went really quite down to the wire. Or maybe beckoning of that game 5 that Michigan had earlier on in the day where they won the round 11. But still, Merck is able to draw the first with the sniper. A beautiful first blood for the side of Michigan. We'll see how they profit off of it.
And right now, I will say, though, Michigan has been in these types of games before. We've talked about it all day. They have the experience going through some of these grueler matches. Obviously, the one against Ohio State earlier today. And now, trying to look to secure themselves a spot in the grand finals. 44 seconds left in the round. Everything going super, super slow right now with this B hit. I don't think that they know Anchor is out here. Just playing this B site, anchoring it down, if you will. But Anchor, oh, the timing might have got him. He peeks away just as the cross might come in. And yes, he does. They do get the trade on him. The bomb does go down, though. They've got to jump over the fence and grab the bomb. Now they died. And no, down through tools. They're going to try to hit him. He doesn't know where to look. Assassin looking every which way but the right way. And he goes down. Michigan lose out on that real tough round. And the Cougars gain the lead once again.
Yeah, and that's so tough because the Cougars, I mean, they are just winning some of those gunfights too. It's not even just the plays, it's like just the routines. You got to win those. And the Cougars, they're going to take the lead again, but what do we typically see, Matt? It's usually Michigan finding a way to tie it up. We'll see if they do the exact same thing right here. We'll see if the pattern and trend continues. Minute to work with here as the Cougars look to make the push. Bomb in hand for number 5. As right now, I mean, I feel like a bit of aggression on the defense here from Michigan. They're trying to see if they can spot anybody looking to hit a route, as Lord Memory as well going to have to back up from that one. So far, that's not the right person to shoot at. Slow-mo, but nonetheless, into the site we go. Cougars are here.
Yeah, Cougars are here, and they're on the site. The bomb is down. All 4 players still up from both sides, but already 40 seconds left to get the defuse if you are the University of Michigan. This is such a big round. 2-3 right now. You don't want to find yourself down 4-2, especially in a map 5. And right now, still not a first blood to come through. Finally, Lord Mercy here comes in with the first blood, and now 20 seconds left. The push has to come through. Oh, the push has to come through, and it's just not 1v3, all up to him. Nothing that he can do. Big Country takes him down, and the Cougars go up 4-2. I mean, Epiphany, this is crazy stuff right now. I cannot believe that the Cougars have come all the way back. They were down 2-0. They win the control. They win the next hardpoint. Now they find themselves 2 rounds away from the grand finals.
I mean, yeah, they break that trend. They make it so that Michigan can't get another one on the board, and now you can see the stress really starting to sit in for both of these teams. Cougars thinking, we don't want to choke this lead, this reverse sweep, and Michigan thinking, we don't want to lose this after going up 2-0 in the series. In slow-mo, I can't say I've seen this spot before. An interesting angle, but definitely the opportunity to get shot in the back, of course, from it, as D-Day again draws first blood. That is a dagger of a start for University of Michigan.
It's a really good start. You don't want to get first blooded right off the bat, but for the Cougars, you know, they're loving this right now. Slow-mo 9-4 to his name, D-Day 7-3, having themselves a game right now is the duo. But look at your mini map right now. The B hit might be in if they can take out this one player, which they do, and now forcing their way onto the B site, Michigan, as well as evening things up at 3 lives apiece.
Michigan, all on you.
Oh,
Find
no!
something, but you're just not able to. The Cougars, they are shutting you down. It's all up to Lord Memory in the 1 versus 3. You have the bomb down. I guess that helps you a bit, but the trades surely inbound, and they are Cougars 5-2 now, 1 round away from reverse sweep, 1 round away from grand finals, and University of Michigan 1 round away from complete and utter definition of a choke.
I mean, a breakdown of the highest manner right here. They find themselves up 2-0 in the series, and now staring in the face of a 2-5 deficit series point for the Cougars. And look at those guys. They are looking so mentally sound right now. Hardly a muscle twitch from the side of the Cougars. The comms, though, flowing well for the side of Michigan. We'll have to see what happens here. You got to see Assassin and Merc right here pick it up 2-7 each right there. You've got to see them pick it up if Michigan wants to have a chance to win this game. 4 rounds in a row would be needed. Lord Memory does take out 1, but immediately traded back. That bomb still over by the A site. Blame trying to hop through the top area right here, maybe surprise somebody, but that's Slow-mo with 1 on to Merc, and now Slow-mo has that A site control. Jumping right through, though, not checking his corners. Blaine gets the kill onto D-Day, and now turns this into a 2v2.
What can you do, Anchor Slow-mo? It's all on you to just close this one out right now. That bomb planted, that's gonna widely sway things in your favor. Assassin the entire series, the massive choke, the drop down from the winner's bracket. It is all on you. 2-7. It's been a rough showing.
God.
University of Michigan get reverse swept. A complete breakdown, and Cougars make them choke.
And the Southern Illinois Cougars will go all the way to the grand finals. They pulled off what we thought was the upset earlier today, beating the St. Clair Saints, sending them down into the loser's bracket. But now you cannot call it an upset. The SIU Cougars are your winner finals champions. They are your first grand finalist here at our GA Collegiate LAN. Taking a look at your maps once again. Michigan 250-243, Michigan 6-4, and then all of a sudden it's Cougars 3-2, Cougars 250-189, and Cougars 6-2 in the final S&D to complete the reverse sweep. The Cinderella story happens for them, and they're showing you why they're the number 11 ranked team in the College CoD League.
And I mean, it's unbelievable stuff that it all started with literally one of the fastest attack rounds on Asilo I have ever seen. Then you steamroll your map pick of Hydro, and then you arrive at this last one and search and destroy all yours, despite the fact that University of Michigan, they consistently did great in search and destroy, but you shut them down. They are firing on all cylinders. They are looking diffy going into this grand finals. They have a spot now. Now it's time to see if the University of Michigan is going to go for another bout with them and get a rematch, or if St. Clair is going to continue to make their run and try to put them in the dirt.
I mean, and if you got, like we said, losing this match meant so much because you have to drop down and play the St. Clair Saints, and now that sets us up with the matchup of the University of Michigan versus the St. Clair Saints, number 14 in the country versus number 6 in the country. This is such a big matchup for our losers finals match. I cannot believe what a series that was, all the way from down 2-1 control. We were writing their obituary. We were done with them. We were writing them off the losers finals. We were giving them to St. Clair. We were saying, have fun with them, send them home. We'll see you guys playing Michigan here in a little bit. And all of the sudden, they just win and win and win, and they don't stop. What a performance by the Southern Illinois Cougars. Nothing that you can say about them. They are your winner finalist, moving on, your first grand finalist, and we're trying, I believe, to get the interview set up with hopefully Big Country. Nothing against the other guys on that team, but what a name. I gotta talk to a guy who is like big enough to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm going with Big Country as my gamer tag. You know what I mean? I gotta talk to that guy. But what a series that was right there.
Yep.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. And now we are joined by Big Country himself.
Yes, sir.
There he is. So,
How's it
unrelated to the game, the first question we got to ask you, how'd you get the name, man?
Yeah, we first.
So my teammate Slow-Mo changed his gamer tag to John Deere, and we figured I would change my gamer tag to Big Country, and we'd be Team America.
Nice.
I love it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, Team America, obviously, you're in the grand finals now of this tournament. You guys have already now beat both of the teams that you would see regardless of who wins that next match. You take down St. Clair Saints earlier today. You take down Michigan in that reverse sweep. But, man, I got to talk to you. You guys go down 2-0. It's 2-2 on control, right? You guys hit the fastest attack round I have ever seen on Asilo control in my life. You got to talk me through it. What's going through y'all guys' head? Down 2-0, one round do or die to keep the series going.
Yeah, so we were down 2-0 in the control, I believe, as well, and 2-0 in the series. And we were stacking a point to cap that. And we were still, like, even though we thought maybe we were going to lose the series, we never counted ourselves out, and we knew we could bring that back. And down 2-0, we stacked A, got 4 dead, and we just ran straight to B. I called in my streak, and it was an easy cap.
Solid. I mean, you guys just like I'm absolutely kind of baffled, to be honest with you, because you saw University of Michigan going so well with the Search and Destroy, with their series before, with the beginning of the series. Was there a conversation kind of happening after that map 3 to get that reverse sweep to go forward? Because you obviously, that was a clutch up in that control, but what really enabled you to do so well after that?
Yeah, we just took it one map at a time. Even though we lost the first 2 maps, we thought we should have won those maps. We just made a couple of mistakes. So
Yeah, they were close.
We looked at it as if we were still going to win the series, and we just took each map one at a time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like Epiphany said, those matches were incredibly close, down to the wire. I mean, every map really, except the one last thing I wanted to bring up is that Hydro Hardpoint, you guys' map pick. We have not seen anybody that we've casted on stream play Hydro yet this weekend. You guys were the first one. It excited us up in the booth. It was a great map to watch. Is that something that you guys kind of have as a bread and butter map, is Hydro? Did you guys pick it to maybe throw them off a little bit? Or can you give us a little insight there to that Hydro pick?
We haven't played it all weekend, so we figured we would pick that and just see how it goes, honestly.
In the winners
Okay.
finals, pick some map to see how it goes. I mean, there's nothing more Big Country than that, man. I mean, what an absolute match, guys. Congratulations on making the grand finals. You guys will play the winner of Michigan and the St. Clair Saints, 2 teams you guys have already beaten today. Anything left to say before we let you go?
No, thanks for bringing me on. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You
Thanks
too.
for casting.
You too, bro.
Have
No
a good
problem.
one, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Well,